Good to see you. I'm the Knitting Fairy Godmother. So you get special glitter stitches and I get special glitter stitches and our projects get special glitter stitches today. If you have a project, go get your knitting project so that we can knit along together. Today, as I was getting ready for this video, I ripped out my needles. I don't know if you can see that I have stitches gone wild. So I'm just going to pick those up quickly and then we can get started talking about the Nittifesto. So today we are on the Nittifesto number 6, and that is that knitting builds community, and when we connect to community, it's powerful. And how interesting that today is the day that we're talking about that on the election day here in the United States. So I wanted to shoot the video here in front of my quilt rack because it's an illustration of how I connect to one community. And for me today, the community I'm talking about is my family. So this is our quilt rack. It's an heirloom piece of furniture, and every blanket and quilt upon it is something special, and this acts as like a tangible photo book. Like it's an album of things that people have made for us and things that people who love us have gifted us. And it's one way that I connect to the community of my family, and I always hold these things dear to my heart. Another way that I connect to community is by wearing what I knit. So I'm wearing my most favorite green hat. This is the Brambles Beret. And I'm wearing another shawl, one of my first shawls that I ever made, and I love these items dearly. And they've sort of turned into characters in our family stories because you'll see me wearing them in years worth of family photos. And it's kind of a joke. The hat has turned into like an archetype character that we tell stories about. So it's really funny that the hat has taken on a life of its own. And another way that knitting builds community is that every single person has a knitting story. And it's one way that we can start a conversation with people that we don't know. And it's an opportunity for them, even if they don't knit, to reminisce and remember a really special memory. This happens to me all the time, and I'm so touched when it happens. I'm getting emotional because it's so special. When I am out in the world knitting, people always tell me, oh, this relative of mine knit or crochet. And the stranger that I'm talking to always looks so sweet and fond and reminiscing that really special memory, and they're sharing that moment with me. And it's a way that we connect. And it's a gift. It's a gift to them that they get to have the memory, and it's a gift to me that I get to create that space for that memory to happen. And of course, when I'm knitting by myself, it's a way that I even connect with myself. And my knitting turns into the quiet time that I get to take and reflect, and really interesting ideas bubble up when I'm knitting in the quiet, and it's something important for me. And it's a way that I connect with myself. It's something tangible in a digital world, and it's something that I get to connect with other people over. I have one more story, and then we'll go for today. I had a customer at the yarn shop, one of my clients, and she makes memory sweaters. So her favorite knitting technique is Fair Isle or stranded knitting, and she incorporates all of the fond memories of a trip into one sweater. She even wears these sweaters, and when she wears the sweaters and someone asks her about the sweater, it's an opportunity for her to remember that trip fondly, all of the wonderful experiences that she had. Again, it's a wonderful, sweet way to build connection. And so we do that through knitting and through our needles and our yarn, and it's a really special thing. So if you would like to read more about the Nittifesto, go to my website, www.knittingfairygodmother.com. And I'd love to hear about how you connect with other people through knitting or crochet in the comments below. So go out and vote today. Thank you if you've already voted. We're so lucky to have that privilege to vote, and we should just take care of our responsibilities. So thank you, and we'll talk soon.